Fans across the globe recognize Margot Robbie as the Harley Quinn of the DCEU, and there's a lot of people all around that really love the portrayal of this character by Margot Robbie, and it's led to a lot of people really looking up different press tours that Margot Robbie has been involved with over the years, and really have gotten to see some of the funniest moments along the way. And we wanted to talk about how this actress has managed to be so funny for such a long time. So let's go ahead and jump into this. But before we can fully get into it, real quick shout out to the very special DC question of the day, as yesterday was DC Thursday, where we ask a very challenging question to our community through our YouTube community page, and the answer gets posted on our Instagram, link in the description down below. Make sure you guys are following. But K-It got the answer correct with the answer Leonard Snart. So if you want to possibly have your own answer be shown on our videos, make sure you guys go to our community page every Monday for Marvel Monday questions and Thursday for DC Thursday questions, so you guys can be included in the upcoming video. Okay, let's get back into this topic. So first up, Margot Robbie has been acting in serious movies and roles for quite some time now, but she really came into relevancy really around 2013 through 2015 when she started getting casted in some really big movies. But along the way, while she was growing in stardom, we saw some really funny interviews from early on that really started to grow a fan base around this actress. However, some might think that one of the biggest turning points really was when Harley Quinn was the character that she was casted as for Suicide Squad back in 2016. There was a lot of buzz around this movie coming out, and people were really excited to see what could come from this movie and how this character would be portrayed in a full feature film. And along the way, since there were so many great moments from the interviews, a lot of people really started to follow this actress as kind of this iconic, funny person.
How do you do that?
So I worked with this amazing free diver, and he came in and I did 4 sessions with him. His name's Kirk, and I called him Captain Kirk. And anyways, he was really, it's all about lowering your metabolic rate and...
the metabolic rate?
Yeah, because as soon as you start using, it's all
How
about
do you lower that
conserving
while not
oxygen.
Breathing?
You kind of meditate underwater. It's what freedivers do, but it's amazing.
Now, you are from Australia, if you can't tell from the accent. And when you see your work, people wouldn't know that because you do such a great American accent. But you are Australian. Where did you grow up?
On the Gold Coast, but I grew up in the hinterland part of the Gold Coast.
Okay. The hinterland?
Oh, that means I grew up on property.
Okay.
Fields and...
That's always fun, and the anarchic aspect of her is also always going to be satisfying, because she can do and say the things that we can't in real
For sure,
life.
absolutely.
If you could spend the day with anyone in the world, who would that be?
J.K. Rowling.
And what would you do?
I would ask her 73 questions.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'd probably ask her 1,073 questions, but yeah.
What's one thing that you would love to master?
I'd really like to be good at pool.
Are you a texter or a caller?
I'm a caller.
Who was the last person that you called?
My cousin Julia. Enough to have one of them in the room, let alone both of them. I think it just, people
You think
just
it's
freak out.
exponential when they are
Yeah.
together, when you guys are as a group, it suddenly becomes like a bigger thing?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know how much I'm elevating the situation, but definitely just Brad and Leo is people lose
Trust
their
me, you
minds.
elevate all situations.
Thank you, Julie.
Yeah, that is true. Congratulations on your Golden Globe nomination.
She's like, what did you think you were getting? She's like, doesn't matter, I like it either way. And I was lucky she was cool about it. But do you know who was not cool about it? Her mum, the next day at the wedding, when she walked down the aisle as one of the maids of honor in a backless dress. And there's this red, raw, scabbing tattoo. And her mum was filthy with me. She was so, roused at me at the wedding. She was so angry. And I thought, I really shouldn't do this anymore. I really like the mustard flavor.
But the Scotch bonnet
It's really, really hot. Okay, we've now hit the stage where this is
uncharted territory.
uncharted territory. I think this is the hottest thing I've ever eaten. Am I allowed to hold water in my mouth just for a minute?
Well, especially for this one, because we have a nice long wind up on this one, Margot.
Mm-hmm.
You broke up with someone on Valentine's Day? Oh my gosh. Dude, all right, so you don't have to. You really did that?
It was awful.
Oh,
it was
no.
so bad.
Why on Valentine's Day? Why didn't you wait like 2 days?
I was planning to, and the conversation arose, and I couldn't avoid it, and it happened. It was awful. It was really awful.
Oh my gosh.
I hope to God he's not watching this.
Oh my gosh. All right, I'm sorry. Wow.
Wait, so do I have to do the shot, or I don't have to do
No,
it?
well, you can do it if you feel like it.
But we started doing
rob
it.
a bank somewhere.
And an
With your
underwater
talents.
bank. That's what I mean.
With your talents and my idea.
What are we doing this for?
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Get
We're
out
gonna
of
be
here.
gazillionaires. Yeah.
Yeah, we started getting really competitive, and as you know, we've played games together before. I get
Yeah.
a little competitive, so my stunt double, Ingrid, she would do a session. She's like, I made it to 3 minutes. I was like, okay, I'm going to do another session. Fine. I mean, you don't when you live there, you don't worry about it or think about it. I mean, they're there, but it didn't really seem like a big deal.
So, you play piano.
No, that's just kind of there. Impressive. That is the Australian national anthem.
Advance Australia Fair, right?
And you're an American. That's amazing.
What can I say? What do you miss about Australia when you're in America?
I miss the thunderstorms.
What do you miss about America when you're in Australia?
The convenience. I feel like everything's open so late here.
You have a dilemma because you have to decide if you're going to sit with your Once Upon a Time in Hollywood cast
Yeah.
or if you're going to sit with the Bombshell cast. Who will you sit with?
I hadn't thought that through.
Have you thought about maybe
I don't know.
like initiating a competition? They get to then compete to see which table you will sit at.
I should do that. Whoever's got the most interesting conversation happening, I'll just jump between the two.
Do you think one would be insulted if you did sit with the other one?
Along the way, there were other roles and other interactions that fans really enjoyed seeing as well. There's so many great and funny moments between Margot Robbie and Brad Pitt as they have done movies together.
Brad Pitt for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I hate to disappoint you all, but unfortunately, Brad Pitt, I'm also very disappointed, is unable to be here tonight. So to pick up the award on their behalf is Margot Robbie.
Okay. If we can build it up for me personally, can you do True Romance, Snatch, and Burn After Reading?
Okay, and some Cohen. I think we could do a David Ayer double feature.
We should, yeah. Suicide Squad, Fury.
Yeah.
There's a moment with your character in this where she goes to cinema and the checkout person doesn't recognize her from the film. Kind of wanted to flip that. Do you guys remember the weirdest place that you have been recognized?
But also, there's been a lot of great moments along the way that have really caused even more fans to jump in and support Margot Robbie. Like, for instance, Birds of Prey, which just released, had a huge press tour associated with it, and there's been a lot of funny anecdotal stories that Margot Robbie has shared about her experience playing a character like Harley Quinn and what that means and why there's so many just funny things that have happened along with that. Of course, we also can't downplay the other important roles that she has played in previous movies that have also had some great press tours associated with it, like The Legend of Tarzan or I, Tanya. And looking to the future, we even expect to see a return of Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn in The Suicide Squad or Suicide Squad 2, which will be a new movie directed by James Gunn. So there's definitely a lot of things to look forward to in the future, a lot of big questions to see what happens in the future with Margot Robbie and her career, but either way, there's no denying the fact that fans really love seeing some of the hilarious moments that we have seen over the years coming from this actress. But we wanted to turn it around to you guys. What do you guys think of Margot Robbie? Do you guys think some of these funny moments are great, or do you think maybe she's not as funny as some other major actors or actresses that play iconic roles like Harley Quinn or other superhero roles out there? Whatever you're thinking though, leave a comment down below. Be sure you guys are subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this, and also make sure you guys are following us on our Instagram page. Once again, there's a link in the description down below. We'll see you guys all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
I'm about to.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Hi.
See you guys.